With investor hype moving away from the operation and the Stockholm Major coming to a close, it's time for us to look at some other centers of profit in the CSGO market. Stick around if you want to discover some profitable trade-ups for yourself and how to be the first person to find them and make the most profit. But first, be sure to check out my sponsor, FreeCash. FreeCash is an easy-to-use website where you can earn money by completing simple tasks on your PC. By going to the Earn tab, there's short surveys you can fill out, mobile games you can play, and videos you can watch to earn coins, which you could turn into cash instantly. On average, it only takes around 18 minutes until users cash out for the first time, and there's an average of $18 earned a day. The withdrawing methods are also incredibly diverse. There's gift cards, skins, crypto, PayPal, really anything you want, and a great way to make some easy money if you've got spare time. So be sure to check out FreeCash with that link in the description and sign up for a free 100 coins. But for now, let's get right into the video. Trade-ups in CSGO can help take out some of the uncertainty of investing. Rather than buying and holding on to cases, you can make your own optimal trade-up contracts that are certain to yield profit in the long run. So let me start off with telling you about the basics of trade-ups. To do a trade-up, you need 10 skins of the same rarity. You then interact with the trade-up contract in your inventory and select which skins you want to use. Once you have 10 skins, the trade-up contract will take them and drop you a new skin of one higher rarity level. 10 blues make a purple, 10 purples make a pink. You know how it goes. Where things get complicated is what's behind what skin and condition you get. The skin you get comes out of the collections of the skins you put into the contract, so 5 skins from the Dust 2 collection and 5 skins from the glove case will net you a chance to get skins from each of those collections, but it's not necessarily 50-50 and there is some complications that rise up. As you can see here, the odds are not the same, so we'll cover why this is in a second and how you could abuse this to make a ton of money. But the next thing you're going to have to worry about is float value. The float is what assigns the condition of your new skin. The short answer to this is that you'll get the average float back from what you put in. It's a lot more complicated than that, but there's really easy ways to get a good grasp on it and abuse it, which is what I'll talk about in a second and is how you can make so much money from this. So now that we've covered the basics, let me tell you what makes a trade-up contract profitable. First of all is repeatability. In order to take out randomness of trade-ups, you need to do a lot of them. For example, if you have a trade-up with a 20% chance of getting a skin you want, you probably won't get it off the first contract. But if you do 5 of them, you're most likely to get one, but of course it's still not certain. Now, imagine if you did 100, you'd be much more likely to have that skin, and statistically, you'd have around 20 of them. And this is one of the ways you can make profit while trading up. Picking a few good skins to go for and doing a lot of trade-up contracts to get them. Second is the skins you want. You should be looking at collections with a few high quality skins and collections with a lot of cheap skins. This way you can mix and match to make the most cheapest contract with the best amount of profit, or collections where skins are really overvalued compared to others. So let's say for example that the M4A1S Knight is $100 compared to the Dragon Lore, which is $1,500. If the skin you're trading up to is much more expensive than the tier below it, you'll often find a trade up with a lot of potential. Obviously, that's an extreme example, but you get the point. I'll show an actual example in just 1 minute here. So third is going to be the float. There's certain thresholds where a newly created skin will become a certain condition. For example, a skin with a float under 0.07 is a factory new skin in most cases. This can vary between skins because of float range of skins not being 0 to 1, and while that does sound confusing, using a site called TradeUpSpy does the math for you and makes your job a lot easier. TradeUpSpy calculates all the profitability, average float, and chance of getting each skin for you. So it just makes your job a lot easier and makes it so you don't have to crunch numbers for yourself. So here's my first example. If you plug in 4 minimal wear, 5 factory new, and 1 field tested Cage Steel Nova skin, the goal trying to make it so your float is as close to 0.08 as possible, as that will be the threshold for trading up into a new factory new skin. You can see our average float here is 0.079, and the contract nets 114.13% profitability without Steam tax. And this is why I recommend either using buy orders or third-party websites to get the skins, especially for more expensive trade-ups. But this is just an example so you get the gist of it. We're trading up into these 3 skins, all of them factory new, and we have a 1 in 3 chance of getting each of them. I use this as an example because all the skins are pretty much break even in price after Steam tax. Oftentimes, when you get a good trade-up contract, one skin is going to stand out and be worth a lot more, which I'll show in the next contract in a second. So let's go over another example, but this time mixing and matching StatTrak skins from different cases. If you grab 7 StatTrak minimal wear G3SG1 scavengers, 2 field tested MAC 10 pipe downs, and 1 Nova Gila, I have no idea. You'll have a much riskier trade up, but at the same time, a much bigger margin of profit, and a very low chance to get absolutely busted and lose like 50% of your money, only around 7%, mostly because those skins turn out to be minimal wear, and the profitable ones are factory new. So messing around with float values and skins from different cases and collections can help you out a ton. Obviously, it's going to take some research, but you can't expect to just find profitable trade-ups every day. If everyone knew about them, everyone would do them. They just get so abused that they don't turn profitable anymore. But this is also why you're going to be repeating trade-up contracts to ensure you aren't just only getting the skins you don't want, especially in ones with odds like this one. Sure, 25% of the time you're going to be getting a $7 skin, but 6% of the time you might get busted. So if you do a lot of these, overall it should turn out to be profit, but some of the times you're going to break even as well. If you keep managing to get a hold of these skins, especially a lot of the time if these skins are in a newer case, they're a lot easier to get a hold of. But either way, repeating trade-up contracts is going to be your best friend. If you could constantly get a hold of skins and you have a trade-up that works, then you're going to be making some money. So to wrap things up, we've talked about what you need to do to find profitable trade-ups and seen a few examples, but the Steam market fluctuates a lot, so what's profitable today might not be profitable tomorrow, but using a similar strategy, you can always find a trade-up contract with a good chance of profit. This video is meant to be more of a guide to finding profitable trade-ups rather than me telling you guys some of them, because if I tell thousands of people the same exact trade-up, it's not going to be profitable for probably more than a day after this video comes out. So I hope this has given you the tools you need to search for profitable trade-ups and some tips and tricks overall. But for now, that does wrap it up for this video. So as always, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.